welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here tonight with Tom Alver, Tyler Wolkowitz, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. We're coming to you live from Goodnow Gymnasium at Frontier Regional High School for a very exciting matchup between conference rivals here. It's the Red Hawks against the Longmeadow Lancers, I think is their mascot.
Yep.
Lancers coming into this game undefeated on the season, 4-0. Hawks had a rough start to this year, losing 3 of their first 4 games, and they're now on a 3-game win streak, Tom. 4-3 is their record, and they are currently placed behind Longmeadow in their conference standings. But more importantly than that, perhaps, is the reason why you're seeing everyone in the stands wearing pink tonight. It's a special night for all of the players here and everyone here at Frontier. Pack the house for Aurora, who is a student here at Frontier and is currently in the hospital, I believe.
Yep.
And I think a heart condition is
Yes.
what we've heard? Yes. So, of course, all of our best wishes going out to her and her family in this tough time. But this volleyball team has done something really special. They've brought everyone together for the purpose of helping this girl out, and all of the money that is raised with concessions and whatnot tonight is going towards her and her family to help them out, and that will be in the forefront of everyone's minds before they start thinking about this game tonight, Tom.
Yep. We're here to support Aurora tonight, and we got a large crowd, and it's for a great cause. So
yeah, large crowd, plenty of parents, and also we got the pep bands here, which we heard while we were setting things up for during the JV game, and that can do a lot for the atmosphere here. It certainly does a lot for the football games when we go and cover them.
Yeah. And Frontier, in their last 3 games, they haven't let up a set. So
that's true, Todd. They've been pretty solid in these last 3 games. But a couple of those losses, they lost against Westfield, who also is in their conference. That was a rough loss, but they also fought hard for it. Every single one of the sets that they lost was very close, very contested. Melrose, like I was talking to you before the game, big disappointment. They started off strong and then just faded off very quickly. And I think the final set, and I might be misremembering it, but the final score was Melrose 25, Frontier 11, which is, pretty rough score at the end there. But we've seen middle school win their games earlier today, and then JV with a tough, close loss. And now we will, in a few moments, start the varsity game, and we'll see what happens there to break the tie for this day of volleyball in Goodnow Gymnasium. And now we go down to the gym floor for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening, and welcome to the Goodnow Gymnasium for tonight's matchup against Longmeadow High School. Good evening, and welcome to the Goodnow Gymnasium for tonight's matchup against Longmeadow High School. Tonight's event is our annual Pack the House with a very special theme. Today, the students, players, teachers, administration, friends, and family celebrate Aurora, who is home battling a very serious illness. FCAT is here to broadcast tonight's event. Thanks to Kevin Murphy and his crew, she can watch this from home. Her love for the color pink is why our theme tonight is Pink Out for Aurora. And as you look around, you'll see a sea of school, and she loves all of her friends. So we wanted this opportunity to show her what she means to all of us. As you can tell, the Frontier Band is also here tonight. And in case you don't know, Aurora loves music, and she loves our band. They wanted this opportunity to show her some lyrical love, and we'll be playing throughout the evening in her honor. The Frontier Volleyball team also wants to express their gratitude to everyone who is here tonight to celebrate Aurora. We will be donating 100% of the proceeds from our concession table and our raffles to help Aurora's family with expenses during this very difficult time. Donations can be made to Aurora's GoFundMe page, as well as the Frontier Girls Volleyball Venmo account, with the details for both of those in the lobby next to the concession stand. We'll also be accepting cash and checks at the same table. With that, our head coach, Courtney Parent, would like to say a few words about Aurora, who she had known since her days at Deerfield Elementary.
I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for coming out tonight. This night is very near and dear to my heart. I've known Aurora since she was about 7. So I just thank you all so much for coming out for this amazing cause and for letting me change back the house night into this volleyball families. Because I know it was a 180, but everybody showed up. The volleyball families rallied, and it's so pink in here. So thank you all so much, and anything you can give helps, and I just appreciate you all, and I know the team appreciates you all coming out tonight, not only to support Aurora, but to support us. So thank you.
So now the starting lineup for the undefeated Longmeadow Lancers. Senior number 1, Captain Adele Acelas. Senior number 3, Tess Townsend. Junior number 4, Isabel Sandler. Junior number 5, Kelsey Pilati. Sophomore number 7, Amy Crow. Junior number 9, Amy Lipton. Junior number 10, Madison Link. Junior number 11, Caroline Cotto. Junior number 12, Emily Rock. Senior number 4, Captain Sydney Rose. Sophomore number 16, Emma Stepanek. Senior number 17, Laurie Sluice. Junior number 18, Captain Angela Humboldt. Sophomore number 19, Chloe Scott. Longmeadow is coached by Captain Curry, Nicholas Bates, Allison Bardwell, and Dave Watson. And now the starting lineup for the Frontier Redhawks. Senior number 1, Hannah Davis. Senior number 2, Paris Spilla. Senior number 3, Captain Emily Changolia. Sophomore number 4, Bailey Martin. Senior number 7, Ariana Miller. Senior number 8, Rosalind Shem. Senior number 11, Captain Abigail Fernandez. Junior number 12, Morgan Mason. Senior number 14, Melanie Ring. Senior number 15, Sophia Pinardi. Junior number 16, Nola Payette. Junior number 17, Greta Hale. Junior number 18, Caitlin Mayo. Junior number 20, Candace Martin. Senior number 21, Captain Olivia Michon. Senior number 22, Lily Novak. And honorary captain, sophomore, double 0, Aurora Penaleo. Special thanks goes out to our 2 officials for this evening, David Urban and Peter Strack. At this time, we ask current and former members of the military to stand and be recognized for your service to our country. Now, all please rise for the playing of our national anthem by our band.
few moments away from being underway in the first set of this matchup. Sure to be a really great game, Tom. Two solid teams facing off against each other. Frontier last year had one of their best seasons in a very acclaimed sport here at Frontier. 17-5 was their record on the regular season. They placed second overall in their conference. They won Western Mass for the 18th time in a row.
Yep.
And they unfortunately lost in the state semifinals, but that was the farthest that any team in the fall sports for Frontier got in this state's tournament. Unfortunately, the bad news for them is they lost 4 very prominent seniors on their team, but players have stepped up. We're only seeing one new player to the program, and that is number 22, Lily Novak, who is not starting. She's on standing in weight right now for the Red Hawks. But Cadence Martin also stepped up from JV. She's been playing with the Hawks for a little while, though, so I think that's of note to mention. You usually see plenty of new players, several coming up from JV, but this veteran team is sure to have a say in the Western Mass and the States tournament.
Yeah, and this year they have 11 seniors on their team, so.
Yeah. And back to serve to start this game off is number 7, Ariana Miller. Crowd getting involved on the early side of things. Scott helps to get it over, and Hernandez keeps it alive. Ring back over to the Lancers. Off speed, met by Davis. Stilla, and a nice touch from Ashan. She gets the kill, and the Hawks start off by taking the lead.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Michon there. They didn't really expect that almost.
Miller again from the line. Met by Humble, and will be tapped down by the Lancers as the equalizer.
Yeah, it was a nice attempt from Michon trying to block it at the net, but.
I think she got a piece of it, but just not enough.
Yeah.
Now back to serve is Ari Sluis, the senior for Longmeadow. Hernandez gets it back over with a big hit. The set and a hammer. Miller keeps it alive, and Stilla can't get there in time to get the third hit over.
Yeah, that was like a rocket from the opposing team, so.
Yeah. It's more impressive to me that she stood her ground, because I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Sluis again with the serve. Met by Hannah Davis. Parrish Stilla, and now Michon. Diving play, kept alive, and it's back over. What an effort from the Lancers. Stilla sets it, and Miller finds the spot on the other side, and now back over to the Hawks. On her knees, Hannah Davis keeps it alive. The off speed, Stilla laying out, and Hernandez over the block. Back again, and they find the hole right in the middle of everyone. That's exactly where you want to put it, Tom.
Yeah, that was right in the donut hole, so unfortunate for the Hawks there.
Lancers now up 3-1. Grazes the top of the net on that serve from Sluis. Hernandez puts it back, kept alive by the captain, Sydney Rome, who will get it over. Stilla, the set, and Hernandez gets denied. 4-1 in favor of Longmeadow, and especially in this first set, Tom, these early points are so crucial to the mind game.
Yeah.
And that is definitely going to go into the head of Sluis. Serve goes into the net, and now the Hawks have possession. Number 3, Emily Candelaria checking in for number 14, Melanie Ring. Michon off the serve. Stilla keeps it alive. Davis. And the off speed from Hernandez won't drop. Powerful shot gets brought down. Sydney Rome.
Yeah, that was a lot of power behind that one. Hannah Davis almost got out of the way from it. So.
Yeah. I think she was expecting it to go out of bounds, that's such a tough call to make when you're on the back line. And Davis Speaking of her, keeps it alive. Candelaria gets it back over for the Hawks.
Oh.
And a strike right to the shoulder of Miller, kept alive by the Hawks. Hernandez gets it over, and they get the kill. Beautiful placement in the back corner.
Yeah, that was a nice job by the Hawks. And Miller keeping it alive with her shoulder was impressive.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if she was trying to keep it alive. It looked like she was trying to get out of the way, or get her face out of the way at least. And the fans are having fun too. This is one of the great spectator sports of the Hawks. Partially because they've been so successful in recent years. And that'll be an ace. From Parrish, Stilla. What a play.
Yeah, nice job by Stilla.
Hawks now back within one. Stilla again. Met by Sandler. And sent back over. Whistle is blown.
I think someone hit the net there on the Lancers.
Looks like it,
Oh,
yeah.
Never mind, it was on the Hawks.
It looks like they called it on. I saw them put 3 fingers up, so I'm assuming that it was called on Candelaria.
Yep.
And now back to serve is number 7, Annie Crow. And the Longmeadow fans are being countered by the mob of Red Hawks.
Yeah, that was a loud chant by the Hawks.
Yeah. Chloe Scott sends it back over for Longmeadow. Hernandez is blocked. Denied at the line. And this is, I mean, like I was saying, Tom, the points that are coming out of these early serves, it's mostly just a mental game right now. Nothing really of consequence for the resulting score at the end of this set. That comes kind of in the middle when you hit the teens.
Yeah.
Because that's when they can really be battling. But you need to stay close, and the Hawks are starting to fall behind a little bit. Now down by 4. Crow again with the serve. Few inches over the net. Stilla with the set. Bailey Martin gets the deflection and the point.
Yeah, and the fans just erupt there, so that's what you like to see, Mason.
Plenty of tutus in the crowd, too. It seems like for a lot of the guys in the crowd, that was just about the only pink thing they could find.
Yep.
We know our cameraman, well, not cameraman, he's taking photos for us right now. Tyler Wolkowitz, that was the only pink thing he could find. He's got a tutu around him.
Yep.
Kept alive in the back, and they get it over. Good effort from Longmeadow off of the serve. Back set. Martin gets the kill.
Yeah,
Just pure heat behind that.
Yeah, that was an excellent hit over by Martin. Makes it 6-8.
She didn't even get it over the block. She got it through the block. It hit their hands and just kept going.
Yep.
Hernandez to serve again. She's gotten a few kills on the line tonight. Cross set, and Stilla dives, keeps it alive. Michonne has to get it over, and she does. Sent back by the help of Sluis, and a pancake from Hernandez won't amount to much.
Yeah.
Point goes to the Lancers.
Yeah, again, that was just in the Frontiers donut hole, so.
Yeah. It's a tough thing. You get, moving around, your formation gets a little shaken up, especially in the longer points, and, that hole can open up. Stilla sends it back, and Hernandez over the net. Jumping set and into the net from Emily Rock. Candelaria back to serve. Candelaria over the net. Set to the near side. Kept alive off the block by Miller. And Martin gets denied, but she keeps it alive. Great awareness and some good reflexes. Hernandez gets it over this time. And the kill.
8-9 now, Mason. Frontier, they caught back up.
And this is exactly what we saw. This was second set of the JV game. I know no one is going to know what I'm talking about if you're watching at home, but second set of the JV, they were down like 4-6 points. Serve goes too far from Candelaria, but they were down like 4 or 6 points, and they came all the way back. And they did end up losing the set, but they came back in the middle. They were down like 13-19, I think, and they came all the way back. It's pretty impressive. And now Stilla Mashon with the off speed. What a beautiful play. She could have let that go over to the far side, but just took initiative.
Yeah, Addison Link there, she tried to get it, but she thought it was coming right to her.
Yeah.
But
now Martin with the serve. Scott. And it's finally sent over by Tonsing. The cross set, Miller can't quite keep it in. I was just like an inch or two.
Yeah, that
out.
was very close.
Good call by the line judge, though. And now back to serve. Tess Tonsing, the junior libero for Longmeadow. Stilla punches it over. I thought she was going to set it back.
Nice.
And a big block, Mashon. And it goes out. Back within a point are the Red Hawks. And the fans have not sat down once since this game started.
Yeah, they're just on their feet.
This is what they're here for. They love the volleyball season, Tom. Serve kept alive, sent forward, tapped over by Aselis, and Mashon punches it across. Aselis again, and there it is. Just that open lane right in the middle. Longmeadow knows how to exploit it, and that's how they're staying on top right now.
Yeah, Frontier's kind of just, they got to get somebody in there.
Yeah.
When it comes to that area.
And now this is very similar to a free throw we'd see here. Sluis gets the serve off, kept up by Davis, sent up to Hernandez, and Tonsing. Aselis gets it over. Hernandez gets blocked, keeps it up. Mashon, they got to get it over, and Miller does. Great awareness, and a block deflected up. Still a back set. Mashon gets denied, and it goes out.
Yeah, and good job by Hannah Davis there laying off it as it was deflected off one of the Lancers players.
That's that volleyball IQ, and that's the thing where, you know, you're watching it happen and you just say, go for it, you know, egging them on. But they know in that, you know, split-second decision, they saw it hit them or they saw a touch that we just can't see from here. Tough serve from Mashon will go for the Lancers, and they're back up by 2. Hawks still hanging on, not making anything easy for Longmeadow, and now back to serve. Sydney Rome, one of the 3 captains, yes, 3 captains for Longmeadow, and she sends it too far. The fans will credit themselves with that point. A few of the fans giving her a thumbs up, telling her she did a great job.
Yep.
Well, this is a fun environment. You wish you could see it more.
Yeah.
Back set all the way up to the front. That was a great job in the back by Rome. And a powerful hit. Will go the Hawks' way. Hernandez gets another kill.
That'll tie it up 13-13. So
oh boy.
Frontier has a chance to take their first lead here.
And it's still to serve again. She's been a big force so far. Plenty of sets that have resulted in kills for the Hawks. Back set, Aselis, and finds the dead zone right in front of Miller, who laid out for that one.
Yeah, just unfortunate there for the Hawks. Once again, they're donut hole.
Yeah. And now Annie Crow, defensive specialist, only a sophomore, and she sends it too far, ties it back up. I do think the noise from the crowd is starting to get to them.
Yeah, you usually don't see that in volleyball, like, so.
I was trying to listen to what they were saying, but I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
She's on our team. Tyler, who has an ear ready for the crowd, informing us. That's good. I mean, see, this is the kind of thing that I wish we could see more of. Like, spontaneous chants, everyone standing up. And Miller can't quite get the angle on it. It's just going back and forth. We'd expect the Hawks to tie it back up here because that's what they've been doing for the past several points.
Hopefully they can do that, Mason.
Yeah, it's just back and forth, back and forth. Longmeadow goes up and then Frontier ties it. There goes the crowd again. Chloe Scott getting ready to serve. And it stays in. Had a few fans standing right in front of my view, so I didn't quite see how close it was.
Wally's up. That's what I heard coming from.
I'm not sure. Chloe Scott is up. Chloe Scott, that's what it is.
Yep.
Scott with the serve. Stilla sets it. Martin is blocked. And now timeout is going to be taken by Courtney Parent, coach of the Red Hawks. Courtney Parent, it's her first year as the head coach for the Hawks, but she had plenty of years under the teaching of the great Sean McDonald, who is right in the stands tonight. He was thinking about calling the game with us, but not feeling too up with it. He said he was covering from surgery on his throat, so he said something to me in the hallway. Oh, he didn't want to sound like a smoker on TV. That's what he said.
That's very fair,
Yeah. So the Hawks down by 3, take a timeout, and Courtney Parent, I mean, this has been a point of discussion in the offseason. How much is she going to be able to continue McDonald's success, long-time success? I mean, 18 Western Mass championships in a row. That is at stake in this season, and it is a huge test of her coaching abilities and what she's been able to retain from McDonald. Also, all of these girls on the team who played under Sean.
Yeah, they all were coached from Sean.
And Michonne can't get her hands back far enough, will deflect off and out of bounds. Up by 4 are the Lancers. Chloe Scott once again from the back line. And again, this time off of Hernandez's arm.
Yep, and that was an ace for her.
So 2 aces in a row for Chloe Scott.
Yep.
I don't think she had one before the timeout. If she did, I can't remember.
Yep.
Scott again goes cross court, back set. Miller gets it over, but it goes out. Good call from the players on Longmeadow. And now the Hawks are down by 6. This is pretty much what we were talking about before with the JV game. JV was able to come back and tie it up. Let's see if the varsity team can do the same thing. There seems to be some discussion of the scoreboard.
I guess it is 2014, so.
Yeah. Back set, Candelaria, too far.
Now they're down by 7. Let's see if they're able to come back here, Mason.
Yeah, it's starting to get farther and farther away from them. Hernandez was not ready. And timeout's going to be taken by Courtney Parent. I mean, there's not much else you can do. That you have a player who reacted slow because they weren't quite ready for the set. You just got to start talking to them. And at this point, maybe start saying like, hey, let's try and salvage what we can, but start focusing on that next set and coming back in that way. I mean, you're down, and on the screen right there, that's Sean McDonald. There he is, the great man himself. I don't know how many state championships he brought home for the Hawks, but we all know about the Western Mass because that's a whole streak that's going on. I'd have to go look at the trophy case for that one.
18 in a row is pretty incredible, though.
Yeah, but he's been coaching for more years than I've been alive, which, not to make him sound old, sorry, Sean, but and again.
Yeah, 2 aces in a row there for Scott.
Yeah. I think it might be a few more than that. Maybe 3 or 4, because she had,
She has 4 aces on the night at least.
Yeah. And she's one of the younger players on the team, too. One of a couple sophomores showing up at this game. Now just 2 points away, and she sends it a little too far. Now the Hawks have a chance to go on a run here. Down by 8.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They need to go on a run and not really give the service back to the Lancers here.
Yeah, so ultimately it's coming up to Candelaria. She's got the serve and will clear the net. That's the first step. Scott helps to get it over, and Hernandez keeps it alive. Stilla with the cross set. Miller popped up. Scott sends it forward, and Miller's there to keep it alive. Stilla, back set, still in the back half of the court, and a little bit of miscommunication there, and the point goes the Red Hawks' way. They will stay alive for another point. A long volley there.
Yeah, I think that was one of the longer ones of the night. So
Yeah, definitely. Candelaria again. Men in the back. And punched over by Rome. Michon, too far. And some of the fans calling for a tip. But the point will go to the Lancers.
Yep, 16-24, so set point here.
Stilla, and now Miller get it over the block. Kept alive and sent over. What an effort by the Lancers. Diving for it, doing all kinds of tricks. And that quick punch hits the dead zone, and the set point will go to the Lancers first. The teams will switch sides, and we will be back in just a few minutes with the second set. Hawks down by 1. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. The teams have switched sides here in Goodnow Gymnasium, and the Longmeadow Lancers are up 1-0. We're entering the second set right now. Big one for the Hawks if they really want to stay in this and continue their win streak, of which they are on number 3 right now. If they win this, it will be 4 in a row, and quite a comeback from their rough start to the season where they started off 1-3.
Yeah.
That was their starting record for the first 4 games, and now these most recent 3 have been a win. This 4th one is undecided. To start the action off in the second set will be Tess Tonsing for the Lancers, and barely gets it over. Still a good job staying alert and getting one hit on it, but no one was there to help.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate for the Hawks right there.
Yeah, and a huge lucky break for the Lancers, too. Could have gone either way.
Yeah.
And this time she will overcompensate. Tonsing sends it too far. And there's the she's on our team. I haven't heard this before, personally.
Yeah, neither have I, Mason. Definitely an interesting chant.
Yeah. Miller gets it over, kept alive by Tonsing. And Aselis gets it over with an off-speed touch. Back set. And cross the court. Too far, and the Hawks take the lead.
Again with the she's on our team chance.
Miller with the serve and punched over. Good reaction from Hannah Davis and some miscommunication on the Hawks' part after the good play by Davis.
And Frontier did have their first lead of the game there, but it was 2-1. So
Yeah,
now it's tied up 2-2.
and oh boy, we got the Red Hawk out.
He's out and about.
We saw him at the boys' soccer game earlier this week, and he's flapping his wings over there. Serve from Sluis, and the Red Hawk knocked her off her game. She serves it right into the net, and the Hawks take the lead back.
It's like Melanie Ring checked out there, and I think Stilla came in. Or
I think so, yeah, Paris Stilla. And oh, what a play from Tonsing. Barely gets back over the net for the Hawks. And now a powerful hit, still alive. Hernandez can't send it behind her. And a great play from Sydney Rome. And the Hawk is coming over to our announcing table, and now he turns his back.
flapping his wings, though.
Yeah. Going back to distract the server, who is Rome. She'll get it over. Ring keeps it up. Miller sends it too far across the back line.
That'll make it 4-3, so the Lancers with the lead here again.
And the captain, Rome, back again. Ring keeps it alive again. Stilla, cross set. And that will be in play. What a job from the Hawks.
Yeah, just hit the outside left corner, and an excellent job.
I mean, that's especially dangerous because some people don't really think about this. You got the pole up there on the net. The ball hits that pole, that's out.
Yep.
That's the rule, and it doesn't happen a lot. But that will be an ace from Stilla, I believe. Yes, she was the one who served that. So an ace in the books for Paris Stilla. But now, tracing the line like that on any hit is very impressive. Stilla, the serve again. Rome gets it over for Longmeadow. Hernandez, big hit and the kill.
Yeah, nice job by the Red Hawks there. And that'll make it 6-4, Mason.
Starting to have a little bit of insurance with that lead, and that's what we like to see. Especially after you lose a close first set, or at least hard-fought first set. Back set, Aselis punches it over. Miller is there. Stilla, the set for the Hawks, and Hernandez kept alive in the back. And Tonsing Gets it over, and it's out.
Yeah, that was a nice save by Sydney Rome, but just went out of bounds. Returning it, though.
And now still a good serve right along the line, forcing a good play from Rome. Back over, Miller dives to keep it alive, and still punches it backwards to get it over the net. Hernandez reflexively hit it downwards.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there.
Misstep, but sometimes when that ball is coming right at your face, there's just, the discipline and the practice can escape you for an instant, and that can end up costing you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I wouldn't want the ball hitting me in the face. So.
No, definitely not. Happens enough to kids in gym class, though. People playing volleyball, and then it just hits a kid sitting across the gym. Happened to me a few times.
That is rough.
Yeah. Over the block, and a great play. Angela Humble.
Well, that'll make it 7-6.
Yeah, back to a 1-point game. Just as the Hawks were in the first set, Lancers not making anything easy for the home team. Ring can't get the angle, and it's tied up.
Yeah, that was a nice ace there by Annie Crow.
And Crow is back again for the serve. From the back line to the other back line. Miller is there. Hernandez gets it over, met by Crow. Scott and Humble gets it over. Oh, what a play, just out of the reach of Ariana Miller, who stretched out for it too.
Yeah, and the Lancers will take the lead back here, making it 7-8. So hopefully Frontier will be able to get it back.
You can see a few fans for the Red Hawks, and that actually hit Mel Ring in the face there, but a few fans of the Red Hawks are heading outside. A lot of them play for the boys soccer team. I will note they're heading out to the girls soccer game, which is happening right now out at the field. And that serve from Annie Crow is going to hit the net. Back to a 1-point game, still in favor of the Lancers.
Yeah, I think the girls soccer game is also doing a pink out for Aurora.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. I saw online.
Hernandez will be back to serve for the Hawks. Met by Rome. Scott and Humble get it through the block. Great power on that hit.
Yeah, just unfortunate for the Hawks. They weren't able to quite block it there.
Yeah. And we have one of our commentators out there, Isaac Wormgore, calling the girls soccer game. I'll see if I can get an update from him for folks wondering at home. We'll have the video up in a day or two, I believe. That hit from Candelaria goes a little too far. And now the Lancers take a 3-point lead.
Yeah, and they're running away with it a little bit here.
This is similar to what happened in the first set, Tom. And
yeah.
Frontier, the key, they got to get the ball back, and they will right there. Great awareness from Mel Ring, who moved her body out of the way to let the ball go out of bounds.
And again, with the she's on our team chance from the crowd.
Yeah. Kept up, and now Humble. That's the combo they like over there. Stilla takes it herself, almost in the dead zone. Humble again, off-speed touch. And now Stilla, back set. Martin kept alive by the Lancers. And too many hits. The set was a little bit too far for Angela Humble.
And you can't do that, Chance, from the crowd as well.
That's a familiar one.
Yep.
Candelaria met by Rome, blocked at the line, and Miller. A few great touches.
Yeah, and that'll tie things up 11-11.
Yeah. Now it's in Candelaria's hands again, as it was at the end of the first set. to give the Hawks the lead. Serve goes behind Tonsing, and she gets the ace.
Yeah, nice powerful serve there from Candelaria. And unreturnable.
And she'll be back again to serve for the Hawks. Into the net. Tough break. But now we're tied back up.
Yeah, 12-12.
And it's their captain, one of their captains, Angela Humble, who's been a force at the line, and she gets the ace. No one there for it.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the Hawks.
There's some great placement from Humble. Once again, and another ace. Mel Ring diving for it this time, but now a 2-point lead for the Lancers.
And you can see Frontiers, they were talking about the play and what to do there.
Yeah. And again, they found a weak spot, it looks like. Coach Parent staring down at Mel Ring as she's down on the ground. Humble's found the spot that she likes, and she's going to keep working it until something changes. And there it goes.
Yep, that time it worked for the Hawks.
Stilla sends it back over. The set. And Rock gets it over. Michon got a little bit too far above it. Mistimed her jump, possibly.
Yeah, so again, a 4-point lead for the Lancers, 16-12.
A lot of pressure on the Hawks tonight. Bailey, great play.
Yeah, what an effort there by Angela Humble.
That short angle going from one side to the other and just getting as close to the net as you can. That's exactly what you want to do. You force those, last second dives, those plays that might they just send the ball in a direction that no one's going to be there to receive it. That's exactly what you want to do. A beautiful play from Bailey Martin, who will now serve the ball, and met in the back by Humble. Rome sends it over too far. Little too much heat on that ball.
Yeah, 14-16, so Frontier again, they're coming back from a deficit, so.
Serve for Martin again. Sent back over and out of bounds. Martin making all the difference in this game right now.
Yeah, one more point and it's all tied up again.
Martin again from the back line. Tonsing meets it. That's Scott to send it over. Hernandez with the set. Miller gets denied at the front line.
Looks like Adele Aculis checks in for Addison Link for the Lancers.
And Tess Tonsing back again to serve for the Lancers.
Wow.
Mel Ring again just not in the place where she needs to be to keep the serve alive.
Up 18-15.
Back in the trailing territory for the Hawks. They were just about neck and neck after that run from Bailey Martin, but Martin now taking a rest on the bench. And probably should have let that one go.
Yeah.
Timeout will be taken by the Hawks. Just about where we saw them in the first set, down by 4, 15-19. They're going to take a quick break on the court, and so will we. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
right, hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Tom Albert, Mason Smith, Tyler Walkowitz, Connor Mabius, and Kevin Murphy here tonight in Goodnow Gymnasium.
And we're coming back into the second set, Tom. Longmeadow is up 19-15 after taking the first set. The serve from Tonsing will be kept alive by the Hawks, and Michon denied. Got to get it over, and Miller does. Punch back up by Humble. And, oh, what a play! Sydney Rome put a little mustard on it.
Yeah, there was just no returning that one. 2015, and again, it's kind of running away from the Redhawks as we saw in the first set. So
Tonsing again, she's been on a pretty good run as well. Still won't get the hit, but the Hawks get it over. Good recovery right on the front line. The fake out, and Davis is there to meet Rome's hit. Hernandez from the back line. The set, Rome, Davis, and it's out. The kill goes to Sydney Rome.
yeah, now the Lancers are just 4 points away from winning the second set. Frontier, they need to get something going for them.
Yeah, and this is pretty much, like we were saying during the break, this is pretty much what happened to the Hawks in that first set, Tom. Kept alive, they got to get it over, and still it does. Good recovery. Scott, and punched over by Aselis. Miller trying to find the dead zone. Aselis, too strong. Through the hands of Abby Hernandez.
Now the Lancers just 3 points away, Mason.
Yeah. And this game might end up being over a little bit quicker than the Hawks hoped it would be.
Yeah.
Nothing's in the books yet, but down 22-15, and now 23-15. Mel Ring just can't seem to get her rhythm down in the back line.
Yeah, and that was another ace there by Tonsing.
Yeah. Just 2 points away from taking set number 2, and the formation compensating for the Hawks. Scott denied at the line, and point goes to the Hawks. What a rally and a great block. I think that was Michon.
Yep. That was Michon there.
The block forcing a fourth hit on Longmeadow's side, and now it's going to be up to Miller to lead the Hawks on a run. Serve met by Tonsing, and will not be kept alive. There's an ace.
Yeah, this is what Frontier needs to do. They need to just keep getting more points and just get back into this one.
Yeah.
Just get on a roll.
Just find a rhythm and work with it. They are now down by 6. Still a long ways to go. Miller in the backfield. Kept alive by Tonsing, and Aselis can't get it over. Aselis, probably the tallest player on the court, just didn't get the angle on the ball. And now Miller back for her third serve over the net. And a quick send back by Longmeadow, hoping to catch the Hawks with their guard down, but Hernandez sends it right back. Rome, big hit, too far. Close call by the line judge.
23-19, Frontier's on a roll right now. This is what they needed to do. And hopefully they can just keep rolling, Mason.
They're now down by 4. Miller on a big run for her team. Great serve, Tonsing can't get it over, another ace!
23-20.
The Frontier fans behind the Longmeadow coach are telling him he's got to call a timeout. Miller, again, 3-point difference. The set, Rome, denied! Liv Michon! Oh!
I think it just went out of bounds.
It did, you're right. A bad deflection.
Yep, that is unfortunate, but Frontier, it's 24-20, so set point, but Frontier can pull this off, Mason.
Yeah, a lot of work put in by Ariana Miller. Kept alive. Hannah Davis still at the back set. Michon. And the deflection off Davis is a little too far. That will be the second set.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the Hawks, but they're still in it. You know, if they win the next two and push it to a fifth and final set.
It's not over yet, but it's going to be tough for the Hawks. They definitely improved from the last set, but they still have a ways to go, and we'll see how that plays out when we come back in a few moments for the third set. Longmeadow against Frontier. Longmeadow up 2-0. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm still Mason Smith here with Tom Albert, Tyler Wolkowitz, Connor Mabius, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. It is the third set we're going into now, and it all comes down to whether or not Frontier can bring it in this set. They improved. They had a rough first set, improved in the second. They're getting there, but can they really bring it in this third set? Because if they don't, that's game over.
Yeah. They just need to work on returning the ball almost, a little bit.
There's been a lot of serves that have just been so powerful and really just impressively executed by the Lancers. And you're right, I think that is a bit of an issue for the Hawks at the moment.
It was close in the second set.
Absolutely.
Until we got to the teens, and then
Yep.
Longmeadow kind of pulled away with it like they did in the first set. And then Frontier was able to come back and make it close. But
yeah, it's always that middle of the set. It's those teens, because it really decides who has that momentum going into the end of it.
Yeah.
Which is the 20s, those 5 points that you can get, sometimes more. We've seen more. And now Miller with the starting serve for the Hawks. Rome sends it back. Miller pops it up. Martin, they got to get it over, and Miller does. Humble. Almost blocked by Michon, but a little too powerful. Rome will get the first kill of the third set for the Lancers. And they got to find a solution for Sydney Rome, too.
Yeah.
She has been an absolute powerhouse for the Lancers. On the back line, Ari Sluis met by Davis. and sent over by Abby Hernandez. Tonsing, and now Rome. Stilla, and they won't get it over.
Almost coming towards us, Mason.
Yeah, bit of a misdirected back set right there. And now a 2-point lead to start off the third set for Longmeadow.
Oh.
And someone in the stands has to make a play. Ben Karen catching the ball. And we'll see Ben Karen on the football field this Friday against Franklin Tech. We're hoping to cover that game, and a quick equipment timeout on the court. Liv Michon tying her shoes. And now we're back in play. Hawks already 3 points down. Sluis again. Sluis meets the hit from the Hawks and punched over by Stilla. Hernandez is right there, and a net touch is called. Point goes to the Hawks. That'll be their first point of the third set.
Yeah,
not exactly how you want to get it, but
it works out. I mean, you can see the net moving, so.
You take what you can get, and now we got the Red Hawk right next to us. Just gave him a little fist bump. The Red Hawk is back, hopefully a sign of a comeback for Frontier. Kept up by Tonsing. And a block at the line for Emily Candelaria.
The Red Hawk pumping up the crowd.
Yeah, there he is in the corner. And serve into the net from Liv Michon. And that was an issue that we saw at the end of last year for boys volleyball. That was their biggest issue. They had great players. They couldn't find a way to consistently serve it over the net. Just couldn't get the motions right. And obviously we're not seeing this issue from the girls team, but when you see something like that, you can't help but think about it. Tonsing should have let that go there. And now the point will go to the Hawks.
Double hit.
Yeah, big misstep from Tess Tonsing. Could have given her team basically a free point there.
Yeah, I mean, she was basically out of bounds.
She was standing out of bounds.
Yeah.
Sent forward by Scott, and she gets the kill. Or she does not get the kill. I didn't see actually who hit it over, but she'll get an assist. Now it's Annie Crow, who went on a bit of a run last set, if I remember right. He's back to serve for the Lancers. Up by 2 are the Lancers, and that's what she had figured out how to do. Find that dead zone. Drops down right in front of Miller.
Yeah, it's almost like everyone's just kind of looking around who's going to hit it.
Yeah, and that's what we were seeing a lot of with JV, especially just lack of communication on the court. Varsity doesn't have that problem, but they have with serves. Not this time, though, with Davis keeping it alive. Stilla sends it behind her, and now over by the hit of Miller. Double hit is called.
That was the second double hit that Frontier's got a point from.
Yeah.
And one from the net, so.
And now Tonsing coming in for Crow. And Hernandez back to serve for the Redhawks. Met by Rome. Hit behind her is Scott. And now Stilla, the set. Candelaria through the block.
Yeah, that was an excellent hit by Candelaria. Just unreturnable.
And that got the fans hyped up.
At 5-6, and
Yeah.
Hernandez on the line again.
Hernandez from the back line, met by Rome. Quick tap over, and it will go Longmeadow's way. A close call. The refs had to exchange a few nods to decide that one.
Yep.
But now it's Chloe Scott, who had a very big run earlier. I certainly remember that.
Yeah, I think that was in the first set.
Yes. Yes, it was. Candelaria steps up, big hit, gets over the block. Scott, the cross, and Humble gets it over. Back set, Martin finds Rome in the back. Rome sends it all the way over. Hernandez lays out to keep it alive. Stilla has to get it over, and she does. Up to the front line, and right into the net. Hawks take that point, and they're back within one.
Yeah, and that was a nice long rally right there. Glad both teams kind of stuck with it.
Yeah. And now Candelaria serves for the Hawks. Odd touch from Rome, who will send it over herself and get the kill. Bad angle by Stilla.
6-8 now.
It's still anyone's game, still anyone's set.
Yeah, the good
Serving.
thing was we're early on in it, so.
Yeah. Nice play to keep it alive by Hernandez. And Michon with the off speed gets the kill.
And nice job by Michon there.
Humble's time on the back line is short-lived, and now it will be Bailey Martin who sends it over for the Red Hawks. Rome, big hit, and the deflection is there. And the Red Hawk going over to Frontier's bench. Tonsing once again to serve. And the Red Hawk is now in the stands. Nice play by Hernandez. Over to Miller, and she gets it over. Scott, Tonsing, and Rome find a way. Back set. Michon, and she hits the top of the net.
Frontier needs to get something going.
The Red Hawk interacting with some fans over there, and he's trying to find a way to get into the stands. And
An ace.
tough call. Davis motioned to everyone to move out of the way. She thought it was going out, and it was just about 1.5 inches in. That's the kind of things, I mean, it's so tough to make those calls. You really just have to trust your instinct, and a tough break for Davis and the Hawks, now down by 4 with Tonsing still on the back line. Hernandez keeps it up. Martin tries to send it forward, but it's just back to Hernandez, who does get it over and out of bounds.
Yeah.
A few tough breaks on the line.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for the Hawks. This is not where they want to be going right now.
Absolutely not. Tonsing with the serve again. Barely gets over, and a huge lucky break for Longmeadow. Tonsing will stay on the back line.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Just hit the top of the net and rolled over.
Yeah, and we saw that happen once before in this game. Not quite as drastic as that, though. I mean, and as pivotal. We're now entering the teens, at least for Longmeadow. Frontier really got to get back into this. Hernandez might have the start of it here. Michon, and they will. Michon gets the kill once again. And just like that, they might be right back in it.
Yeah.
13-8.
And that's what they needed to do. They need to keep the intensity as well.
Yeah, and that's what the band helps with. They really can keep up a great atmosphere in here. Miller with a bit of an off-speed serve, and Hernandez must have not heard Davis coming from behind. And just like that, it's back on Longmeadow's side of the court.
Yep, 14-8.
Ari Sluis, back again for the serve. Strong serve. Martin pops it up, and now Davis. And a great hit from Hernandez. Acelis and it will get punched up by Davis for the point going to the Lancers. And a timeout taken by Courtney Parent, and Longmeadow just seems to be in control of all kinds of things.
Yeah, it's definitely a much-needed timeout call. Kind of get the players back on their feet, see what they can do, Mason. I mean, they got to get back in this as they're down by 7, so.
Yeah. And, I mean, this is also, beyond this being a tough game, and it's just obviously a game you want to win in general, this is against someone in their conference, which ultimately will affect their standings and their seeding for Western Mass, which, of course, is of great importance and a point of pride for this girls' volleyball team. 18 in a row, could make it 19 this year, or they could break the streak. Then again, they could always break the streak each year, but this year we're talking about it a little bit more, especially because of that rough start to the season. But right now, again, 3-game win streak coming into this. Might be broken tonight by Longmeadow. Martin keeps it alive. Davis sends it up to Hernandez, who will get it over the net. The set, Acelis with the kill. Beautiful job, a great angle, and a powerful hit.
Yep, and that'll make it 16-8, so Frontier, they need to get something going. Hopefully they can get the service back in this one, Mason.
Not if Sluis has anything to say about it. Once again, kept in the back line. Mashawn will get it over on that final hit. Acelis off speed. Miller is there. Set over to Hernandez. Running back is Scott. And Rome makes a powerful hit. And a great play by Acelis. That's who all credit for that point for Longmeadow. Looked like she was going to block it and then laid off, which threw off Stilla and Mashawn on the front line.
Yep.
But now Sluis once again. And for the last time, it looks like. She'll serve it into the net, and now Hawks down by 8.
Yeah, 17-9. Frontier, they need to go on a run here.
Maybe their biggest deficit all night, I think.
I think you're right.
Mashawn will serve. Diving play from Sluis over by Acelis. Set. Hernandez over the block. A great play from Tonsing. Oh my goodness, what a touch. Adele Acelis.
Yeah, that was a nice tap over the net.
I mean, she's been making things happen all night for the Lancers, and that might just be the cherry on top. That was a beautifully aware play and executed so well on the front line. And now they are up by 9. Davis up to Stilla at the set. Candelaria too far.
And
Hawks asking for a touch, but they aren't going to get it.
19-9. This is getting a little out of hand now.
Yeah. They look good in the second set, but this has been close to a disaster. And a strong hit. The Hawks are called for touching the net.
That is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
And that will prompt a timeout from Courtney Parent. Hawks are down 20-9. Tough look for the Hawks towards the end of this third set. We'll be back in just a few moments. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We're coming into what looks like might be the end of the third set and maybe the game. Hawks trapped in a corner right now. Got to get a kill, and they do. Candelaria once again gets the block, and now Hawks have some hope.
Yep.
There's some light at the end of the tunnel, and Peristilla is back to serve.
They just need to go on a run right now.
Met by Rome. The set, and she's blocked, but it goes out of bounds. That's a tough break for the Hawks. A great dual block on the near side here.
And 21 to 10, so.
Annie Crow serves. She's been fairly consistent from the back line. Candelaria can't keep it in.
I thought that one was in, but.
I thought so too. They've had several very close calls on that side of the court. Crow again, met by Miller. The back set, and Hernandez punches it over. Still is there to keep it alive. Miller takes it over herself on the second hit. Scott, and into the netting. Hawks again with a chance.
Down by 11, but you're right, Mason. They do have a chance here.
Every time they get a chance to serve, that's a chance to go on a run and tie it up, take the lead, take the set. Anything can happen. This team is one of the best and most remarkable that we have here at Frontier Regional. And now it's Abby Hernandez to serve. Met by Sluis. The set, and Humble is blocked.
Nice.
Bailey Martin and Emily Candelaria combine for a big point.
Yeah, that was a huge block there.
Hernandez, one of the three captains for the Hawks, from the back line again. Goes cross court, punched up. Great play by Humble, and Rome sends it over too far. Tried to control it, bring down the heat a little bit, but still just too much. 22 to 13. Hawks have had 3 points in a row?
Yes.
3 points in a row.
It was once 22 to 10.
Hernandez's serve is sent back, kept alive,
Wow.
and a great instinctive play by Martin. All for naught. Now back to a 10-point difference. Now it's Chloe Scott. Great from the back line as well. Subs coming in for the Lancers. If the Hawks can get it back right here, they have a little bit of wiggle room to work with.
Yeah, hopefully they can do so.
And Miller's hit will be returned. Davis, Stilla, the set to Martin, and she sends it to the back. Back set from Rome. Hernandez keeps it up. They got to move it forward. Stilla will, and oh, a great play. Ariana Miller.
So there's the life, Mason. 14 to 23, but
Yeah.
Frontier can't really afford to give up a point right now.
Yeah. Candelaria to serve, and Michon just checked in for the Hawks. Rome meets the serve. Cross-court set, block is there, and so is Miller. Back set, and Martin gets denied at the front line. Back to a 10-point difference, and set and match point for the Lancers will be in the hands of their captain, Angela Humble. Here it comes from the back line, and an ace to end it. Very fitting for the captain, and a tough break at the end of the night for the Red Hawks. A tough loss to break their winning streak. They will lose to Longmeadow 3-0.
Yeah, they lost the first set 25 to 16, the second one 25 to 20, and the third and final one 25 to 14. So Just unfortunate for the Hawks, but
Yeah, they gave them plenty of competition, especially in those early moments. But what really matters in this game, assuming that was a balloon,
yep.
what really matters in this game and this night is that everyone came out here wearing pink, Tom, including you and me.
Yep.
And we had a lot of fun doing it, and everyone at the school more than happy to come out here and support this team, everyone on it, their coach, Courtney Perrin, and most importantly, Aurora,
Yep.
who, as we said at the start of this stream, our best wishes to her and her family in this difficult time. So as the band plays us out for the last time, final score is 3-0 in favor of Longmeadow. Well deserved by some great players, but a tough loss for the Hawks. They will go to 4-4. Their next game will be an away game on the 19th, 2 days from now at Minnetonka. I've been Mason Smith, here with Tom Albert, Kevin Murphy, Tyler Wolkowitz, Connor Mavius, all the rest of the FCAT crew. Thank you all so much for joining in tonight. We hope you have a wonderful night. You are watching Frontier Community Access Television.